I have bad news. This is the first day where it got hot. 28 degrees outside. Welcome back, friend. God, what a mess. You guys should get some rest. I'll take care of the bodies. Jen gives Banks a look. Banks sighs. Or I could bring them back. What? Rayon. Refreshes the move of any friendly targets in the blast. Yes. +1 knockback per target. Per target. Targeting open ground within 3 tiles pulls you towards it. Spore Bomb is just incredibly powerful. I'll take an extra one, please. Thank you. Oh. Kirby was having a dream and woke up. Dall's brain. That night. This is Dall. We were just talking about her. I know that outfit. You ought to. You designed it. Never built it, though. I'm the you who did. So you're a dream self. Vesker told me about them. What's the point? Why didn't you build the suit? Holding a revolution together with 2 bloodied fists. Had to shove some hobby projects. Anxiety dream. Let's go. Not right now. You're not even in Kalan for the first time of your life. You got out. And you're here to guilt me about it? I'm here to ask you why you didn't do it sooner. Well, I'm here to work out some aggression, so your thing can wait. Fine. I'll take the lead. Show you some tricks you haven't learned yet. That's the outfit that we haven't unlocked yet. Dream version of Dall has every perk unlocked, and you'll need them. Long press on her class portrait to see what they are and what they do. Your best self. +2 damage on Censure Slam. Remotely toggle the cover to be tall enough to block direct attacks from passing over it. Returns to you when destroyed. Swap even with targets you can't see. That is incredible. If you stun a teammate, the mana cost is refunded. Does not apply to other allies. Wish you were your best self with a robot suit that had glow stick wings. Me too. Right. Gonna be over here, actually. Thank you. Finish by the end of turn 1. Well, I haven't moved yet. All team members must reach the green zone. I don't think I actually needed to do that. Does that kill me? It does. Noted. Here we go. We did it. Real self did nothing. How does it feel to get out into the world? Meeting weird foreigners, seeing your first mountains, blowing up a train. It's a change, won't last. Doesn't feel right. I'm not on vacation. I need to get back to the fight. It's a change, won't last. It could. You're an engine, Dall, but you spent half your adult life in top gear. If you don't change down soon, you're not going to remember how. Change takes momentum. That's physics, not psychology. You're fighting for a people. Don't forget you're one of them. You want me to walk away from the fight I bled for. You're already away, and I know you're going back. But while you're out here, let yourself breathe it in. Go back ready. I'm ready now. Let's see. Reach the green zone. Use both laptops to open both security doors. Hint, no thank you. Use Lappy. Right block. Use laptop. Cause an enemy to shoot the person you swapped with. Panic. If enemies are targeting you when you swap, they'll shoot the person you swap with immediately. Jeez. Oh, wait a second. I could have avoided that. I couldn't have, actually. Telepacing doesn't work on the roadblock. So much pew-pew. Very satisfying. Here, I'll help me out. That does not help me at all. I can do this one turn sooner. Maybe not. Because now I'll just wreck her anyway. Never mind. You know what? That's fine. Real question is, why are you talking to me about this? I tried ignoring you, you kept talking. No. I mean, why isn't this dream about Jita? You talk to him every day since he died, about everything and nothing. But not now. I still hear him, we still talk, he's just fuzzier. Since you died. I didn't die. You took a lethal one-shot to the head. I got better. You were resurrected. Southerner word. Contradiction in terms. Death is permanent, by definition. If you get better, you weren't dead. Fair enough? But that's what I'm talking about. We don't even have words for some of the concepts out there. How many wars have been fought in Kalan over the nature of death? How much of this fight is about the nature of death? And then 3 foreigners pull up, and one of them can undo it. It's not death. Okay, but it's something. Something we didn't know was possible. Something like that could change everything. I didn't have to leave Kalan to meet Banks. You think if I take a vacation, I'll solve death? Am I gonna lose him? You think if I take a vacation, I'll solve death? Think getting your head out of the fight might be good for your head and the fight. I didn't have to leave Kalan to meet Banks. Okay, but can we agree you're not gonna meet more weirdos outside of Kalan than... Can we agree you're gonna meet more weirdos outside of Kalan than in it? Current death status solved. We figured it out. Granted. Am I gonna lose him? I don't know. I don't think so. Everything's changing. Everything could be messing with our connection. Anything could be messing with our connection. Because I don't think I can lose them again. I know. We won't. I like that it's not portrayed as a bad thing, what they have. Knock out all enemies. Seal all reinforcement doors. Oh, hi. I kind of thought that would kill you, to be honest. Achievement noise. Death status solved. Wing. It's Chaser Lagrange. It's a target. I am assuming riot block is not a target. Why did I do it like that? Oh, they actually move and shoot? Inflicts heavy damage and light knockback. Fires from short range. Rushes toward a nearby target in the 4C phase and blasts them from short range. Haven't seen a move or shooter yet. What if you hit this guy instead? Nice. Inflicts 6 total damage from enemies hitting your riot block. We'll figure that out next time. We're never going back to this and figuring it out. Don't worry. Never gonna happen. Complete. This was Cheetah's fight. He was the radical. I know. If you're gonna tell me I shouldn't honor him. No, I'm not. I'm done arguing. I just like remembering it. Me too. He didn't want you in it. I'm not arguing, but he didn't. I know, and I tell him every day, tough fucking luck. Staying out didn't keep me safe. The day they killed him, they would have killed me if I hadn't unlocked. Another foreign word. Didn't know what the fuck else to call it. I just saw that metal bastard standing over him, felt the cold power radiating off that armor, and every atom in me said, no. You don't get to have that power, that safety. You don't need it. I do. And then I had it. You don't have to remember the rest. You don't have to relive it. Yes, I do. I thought I was the priest for a second, like some bad taste body swap. I was seeing through the visor, in the armor, holding the shield, role-playing the enemy. And I saw him scrambling across my workshop floor in his long johns, terrified and gibbering, and I understood. Dropped the shield on his shins, didn't even feel the bones. Thought it would feel good, feel right. Pain and hate just kept rising like vomits. It was the worst I'd ever felt, but it was fuel. I wanted to point it at them and charge. I wanted to point it at them and never let up. Okay. Let up now, please. Just for a moment. Just for a breath. You made it home? Welcome home, Cass. You've given them hell for 10 straight years. You dealt them blows like they've never known. The armor's cracking. You did it, Queen! That's fantastic. Yeah, good job getting through a hard night. And Cheetah's so fucking proud of you, Dall. He always knew your power. He's the only one who knew you could take on a nation if you had to. But he loves your heart, and he can't watch you get crushed between a shield and a stone wall. Do him one favor. Look after yourself. I'll try. Okay. Reach? Give me a second. Of course. Knock out all enemies and reinforcements. Don't seal any doors before the end of turn 3. How dare you? That's all I like to do. Chapel Siege Cleric. You got 2 stability. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It says you can't defenestrate him though. But this is a void. No seals allowed. Nay, seal. Your fate is sealed? Not in here, it ain't. I have no idea what we're talking about. I want to seal the door so badly. There's a lot of overkill. If I do this. We can pick up each other's riot block. We're so in sync. my gosh, Dan, hi. How are you doing? How are you up to? Elden Ring? How was it? Gotta go get wet, then soapy, then wet again before drying off? You know what I mean. I gotcha. But hi, welcome everyone. We're tactical breaching again. We're in Dall's anxiety dream. Also, I should say, if you need to run, that's totally okay. Beach it? I'm beaching it. Don't have to worry about that at all. Oh, and hello non-Dan raiders who raided with Dan. Absolutely. Welcome in everyone who's here. But also Dan. One left. There's one reinforcement left. You're building an MTG arena deck? I apologize again for over-preparing. During our match, perhaps. I was like, oh man, I better be ready. I'm sure Dan does this all the time. I spent so many wild cards. I'm like, oh. Well, I guess as long as you had fun. Then I can stop feeling bad about it. Shields down. Complete Dall's anxiety dream. Going to ease off on herself, just a little. Help Dall to start trusting her instincts. Her power never actually needed vision of the target. She just never pushed herself to try without it. Blind faith. Swap even with targets you can't see. Pro tip. Play people better than you. I don't know about that. I'm not sure how it would have gone had we the same card pool to draw from. At last, we can seal once more. Okay, seals are now allowed. Alright, we're on foot from here. Reactor have taken Villa Medill. Rail routes in are cut off. I can read. We need a defensible position while we wait for backup to take back the villa. And transport onto the reserve. Jeez. Our predictive reading is getting in the way. Oh my gosh. Old man has sent me. You see rat, so far so good. No one tell them. It's good to see you. I think I do remember you from Dan's chat. How are you doing? Hello, Meerkat. Innate Meerkat, thank you for the cheat code. Mouse, rat, all rodents are pog in your eyes. Exactly. Do we need the villa? Well, we'd quite like our seat of government back, but apart from the symbolic significance, it's the nerve center of our national defense systems. Reactor needed to assault the reserve. We need it back to stop them. Are the council okay? Yeah, we moved to the bunkers last week when we saw this brewing. What's the plan? Fort Osprey. It's an old World War IV bunker on the cliffs. Reactor took it yesterday and started moving craft coffins in there. Pretend to know what craft coffins are and hope it becomes obvious later. Had Dan in the background, you're a mile deep into Metal Gear Solid 5 because the recent hype of Delta trailers. I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game. I hear 5's an extremely good one. Is that the one with Source I Made It Up? Or no, that's Revengeance or something. Okay, good. I can remember a thing. I can see the cover art of Snake so clearly on in my brain. Okay, you know we're gonna ask. Crap coffins? It's what we're calling reactors super soldier tech. You'll get it when you see them. Regular grunt gets in, 100 needles pump modified mana into their blood. They come out 6 hours later with superpowers and stage 4 cancer. Jeez. We've done autopsies. It's a horror show in there. Snake, who is not actual Snake, but is now Snake because Snake says so. Every ounce of Metal Gear lore that I acquire makes me more confused about it. Wrecking their stockpile of these is a chance we can't pass up. It's well defended, but I've been looking forward to seeing your breach and clear skills firsthand. Don't get your hopes up. Don't mind him. We're game. Alright, let's move. I understand as much as there's clones. And I think that's the long and short of it, right? First time partnering with my own murderer. Not my first time partnering with a mark. How about hunting a former client? Betrayal can't be great for business. Loyalty's a mug's game. Make it worth my while to help you, and you can take that to the bank. And nanomachines? Nanomachines too? I like a good nanomachine. A unit can't function on that attitude. Taking out Liv's worth your while? Letting your killer walk ain't great for your rep either. Can't imagine what it'll do for yours. You trying to persuade me to kill you? Nah, not worth your while yet. I'll be gone before it is. Alright, we're up. So to sum it up, Big Boss, Naked Snake. Blows up in helibombing. A medic shielded the blast from Big Boss. Medic is then phase surgery and VR trained while in 9-year coma to think he's Snake, but he's not. Okay. So, not quite clones. It remains true. The more I hear, the more confused I become. But I kind of like it. Knock out all enemies. Use laptop to open the security door. Finish without letting any enemies attack. Deal 8 total damage with 1 spore bomb. Well, there's no reinforcements, so... Oh, there are clones! But this one isn't. Real Big Boss is off in Zimbabwe to make a new PMC group. While new Big Boss, Punish Snake, I've heard of Punish Snake, makes everyone think he's real Big Boss. Up next in our series of games with simple plots. Oh, private military company? That makes sense. That's not all there is. There's a whole extra room in here. Funny part? This takes place before Metal Gear 1. Not Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear. Colonel? I tried blowing up Big Boss with a helicopter, but my medic is dummy thick and keeps getting brainwashed. Get you a dummy thick medic with a soft brain and you'll never die again, as far as anyone knows. Give me a little boost back here. Oh wait, we're done. The next room wasn't real yet. So if you have it right, in timeline, it's Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. I hear about that next to every long ladder in Elden Ring. Metal Gear Solid 5, Metal Gear 1 and 2, and then after that, no idea. That's the way a game series should be. Thought you were taking the West door. I'm avoiding Ryan. Act like we're talking tactics. What's this? You got beef? 3 minutes into the op? Didn't track you as the type, Vesker. Look, I'm not in a place to defend my worldview right now. And he's needling me. Figuratively this time. But you know, Revengeance is at the end of the timeline. I was told that was a good one to start with. So you're going to change your breach based on the pre-breach company? Not proud of it, but I need to focus, and you're a comforting presence. That is not how people usually feel. 3512, probably 4, easy to remember. Yeah. That'll make sense to me. Surely anyone feels better having you on their side. Revengeance is a fun game, but it's an action slasher, not a tactical stealth game. That is why it was recommended to me. You might not have meant to, but you just sold it super hard. I don't ask. But I'm blunt. I'm a killer. And I'm a figurehead. Doesn't put everyone at ease. First two are what you want in a fight. Can't speak to a figurehead, but you're a born leader. That takes clarity. I can step up when I have to, but people smell the doubt on me a while off. Doubt's good for plans. Once you have one, show resolve. What do you mean? I'm so good at sneaky? I haven't tried. On stream, at least. Metal Gear Solid 3, 5. Metal Gear 1 and 2. Metal Gear Solid 4. And Peace Walker. Would it help to get a thread spread? A nice corkboard with red string. Okay. Ow. Maybe don't futz with breach positions and blow the damn door. Knock out all enemies and reinforcement. 4 left. Oh. Ryan is here. For a second, I thought there were 2 Zans. At the end of 4, Old Snake, who's a clone that ages super fast. Almost does it, but Big Boss, the real one, stops him. That's a good bad. The double Zan? Apparently not. I guess Zan was just meant to be over here instead of... That's honestly not even a big deal. $20 knockback cumulative. Add 4 bonus brittle damage to a single attack. Reinforcement doors are not sealable. Yep. Your internet connection is pooping out. It was good to be here, though. Sorry about your internet connection. It was good to have you here. Jeez. Crazy part, Metal Gear Solid 5 isn't even fully done game-wise. There's a little third chapter that isn't done because Konami kicked Kojima out. I've heard about that, a little bit at least. That did nothing. Took his name. They took his name off the box art and even stopped him from coming to the Game Awards. Okay, I heard some of it, but not all the details. Predictive bolt. Thank you. You could talk Metal Gear for ages. After Kojima left Konami, made Metal Gear Survive, which we don't speak of. I sort of feel like, okay, it's kind of hard to say. I have a theory that we're going to hit a point of collapse, especially with, like, video game companies, but maybe with other media, too. Where it just gets to the point of people aren't watching it. The terrifying thing is, like, if that media company would happen to control most of the industry, I don't know what happens then. That's a little unfortunate. We're gonna get to the point of Snake eating its tail? Which snake? A literal one? I got you. I was doing a goof. Yep. You never heard the saying of a snake eating its own tail? I was doing a bit because of Metal Gear. I know about Ouroboros. No, it's okay. It's okay. I may not always have a correct tone for jokes. I did not mean to bite him that hard. I didn't mean to bite him at all, honestly. Don't worry about it. I just need to get him out of there. Not quite 20 knockback, unfortunately. Just bad at taking hints. No, that's okay. You didn't say anything mean. Yeah, Metal Gear games are amazing. Yeah, Kojima's actually legendary. Actually curious on how they do with Delta. It's a remaster of Snake Eater. They've at least got the manual in front of them for that one. Well, that was an ominous noise. Shield generators. Saw a reactor testing them in the Boli. Looks good so far. I hope it is. You know, despite everything. Like the drones on the train? No, those were barrier drones. Different concept. That sounds incredibly similar. Shield generators grant personal shielding, a tight energy field around the body that makes you tougher, whereas barrier obviously means a literal wall that's impenetrable in one direction. Since when are you a military nerd? I'm an etymology nerd. You don't get far in medicine treating related terms like they're synonyms. Alright, nerd. There's a mechanic where wounds can scar and you lose parts of your outfit, so people are joking about making Snake lose his shirt as fast as possible. Yeah, joking. It's definitely not going to be a speedrun category. Snake shirt percent. Okay, so what can we do about him? I imagine with the right weapons and tactics, 2 capable wizards could pile on enough damage to punch through a heavy shielding before it regenerates. But since it's us, I suggest you go and turn him off. Reactor 11 off switch, huh? I think their track record with automated friendly fire has something to do with it. Ready when you are. They're likely serious, but you can mean it and joke at the same time. Oh yeah. Disable all generators, knock out all enemies and reinforcements. Bonus health added by a generator each turn. Yeah, it's bonus health, it's not bonus stability. They can be pushed just as easily. Just stealth games are your bread and butter. This stuff makes you happy to play it for some reason. There's nothing wrong with that. Mine is probably like twitchy combat platformers, personally. You prefer slower gameplay, as your action timing can be kind of shit. That makes sense. I'd probably be the same. There's definitely been times in my life where that was the case. Maybe I should have just done this all differently. Yeah, that works just as well. You've actually planned on buying a Snake Eater in a couple days. Well, the remake might be good. It's not like you can't enjoy the OG. Exactly. I tend to prefer... Well, I guess it's more accurate to say I have an interest in the original. Even if there's a remake available. I forgot they move. Still $20, which is kind of a bit. Yeah. I take it the original format you play it on is not viable. Can I take cover from that? I can. Mostly play on console, and for console it's $20. Gotcha. I'm the opposite. There's games like I honestly stopped playing just because it was a chore to get to the console. That's just my own setup. Okay, so no one's killing me this turn. Which is nice. That's a good position to be in. If I can hit him twice, I think I deal enough damage to kill him. Or I could just, yeah. No liquor when you play a Solid Snake. And you go to Outer Heaven. The PMC group, the fake Big Boss, runs, and you kill him in the end. And we're sure that's the real Big Boss. I mean, I trust you. But it seems kind of up in the air at this point. No, it's the fake one. Right. It's the fake one. You even said that. Sorry, somehow I got those mixed up. I know it should be simple to follow. You do 3 damage, 1 knockback. That sounds like exactly enough to me. But instead if I take that, you take that. And then we end. Transfer 4 damage at once. Shoot. Bam. Right. Before we get into the story of the next part, I need to take another quick break. Many apologies. I'm gonna get myself a drink. You guys can do the same. See you in a few.